Hi, and welcome to HC Media Training Course, where today we're going to be looking at digital accounting, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about digital accounting software and what's available out there on the marketplace. My name is Joe Hamilton. I'm an award-winning author in business. I currently have a book out there on the wonderful Amazon. The book is on digital marketing, and it's called, wait for it, Cake. Cake, I hear you say, why have you called it cake? Well, cake, it's got all the ingredients that you need to be a good digital marketeer. It's a really, really good book, but then again, of course, I would say that, being that I am a little bit biased, but it is a good book at a reasonable price as well. So if you fancy learning a little bit more about digital marketing, it's called Cake and it's on Amazon. I am a managing director of HC Media Group. So HC Media Group was set up 2 years ago. We're based in Colchester. We moved into our offices 10 months ago now, and we have grown from strength to strength. In fact, we're the fastest growing marketing agency in Essex, which we're really, really proud about. And since moving into our offices, our business has gone from strength to strength. I myself personally, I've managed over 200 retail stores, looking after from anything from their business management, their finance department, human resources, etc., etc. And I specialise in growing businesses through finance and business management. And I've worked with some really household names. And those being the likes of Whitbread, as you see on there. I started off in Whitbread Inns many years ago, and quickly then moved into Thresher. So Thresher, you may remember, was one of the biggest off-license chains in the UK back in the 80s, I guess. And I started off, I started off the branch manager in a wonderful store, in a flagship store in Romford. We had 12 staff in there, and it was a superb place to work. And I quickly got the bug for being able to manage people and manage a profit and loss successfully. And because of that, I got promoted to area manager, looking after 25 stores in and around Essex, and then moved into a regional role. Before I moved into the co-op, I got itchy feet, as it were. I wanted to see what else was out there. Worked with the co-op, again, really, really good place to work. And just recently, Well, you may remember Well is a well-known pharmacy brand in the UK. Really good place to work. Worked with some really, really good people in there. And again, I was area manager for Well. We had I had 25 stores, Essex and North London, and all the and all the aggravation that goes with running a store in North London. But it was really good fun. Really enjoyed it and learned a hell of a lot. And I left there then to set up my own business called HC Media, which of course we're very, very proud of. But as well as those brands that are on there, I have worked with loads of smaller businesses on a consultancy basis. And some only with 4 or 5 employees, and they just wanted some guidance and advice around how to manage their finances better, make it more efficient, and overall just to make sure that they build the net profit within the business. So again, as I say, I've worked on a consultancy basis, again, which I really, really enjoyed. And hence that's why we've taken out doing some of this training. It's something that I really, really enjoy. It's something that I want to give back, and it's something that I want to share. I've been very successful at it, and I just want to share some of that information with you guys today. So as we said, we're going to be taking a look at making tax digital. Gosh, I've nearly forgot what I was doing then. So the accounting software. And again, if you would like to get in touch with me on a one-to-one basis around making tax digital, or indeed about anything at all, then please feel free to email me on team@hcmediagroup.co.uk. Again, if you just want to take a note of that, that's team@hcmediagroup.co.uk. I look forward to talking to you. It would be an absolute pleasure. So, As we said, and I nearly forgot, digital accounting software. So what is it? What is digital accounting software? Put simply, digital accounting refers to the formation, representation, and transmission of financial data in an electronic format. That's what it is in a nutshell. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit more around what that actually means. So, the making tax digital for VAT means that you need to keep digital records and use compatible making tax digital software that lets you submit VAT returns. Making tax digital for business involves keeping, as I say, digital records and using accounting software to complete the tax returns on a regular basis. And HMR says that making tax digital is an important part of the government's plans to make it easier for individuals and businesses to get their taxes right, and to keep on top of their financial affairs. Eventually, HMRC expect to introduce making tax digital for all VAT registered businesses, as well as for wait for income tax and corporation tax. Some of the software providers that we'll be looking at today, like including the most popular ones, I guess, QuickBooks and Xero, have dedicated making tax digital pages on their website. And it's likely that these will be updated with any future plans. So again, just making sure that we stay abreast of what HMRC and what their plans are for going forward. So we'll also keep you updated with any news from HMRC about the future of making tax digital also, which will be on our website. So just before we go on, make sure that you research all of your options before choosing an app for your business, and get some professional advice if you need it. So digital accounting software and sort of making tax digital. So I'm going to be looking at and going into a little bit more detail in accounting and bookkeeping software. Do you actually need it? I'm going to take a look and talk you through accounting software comparisons. So again, I'm going to show you and teach you the difference between each of the packages that's actually out there on the market today. And then towards the end, we'll just have a making tax digital summary, so as you can make an informed decision as to which platform is going to be right for your business. So, do I need it? If you're self-employed, accounting software can make it much simpler to manage your finances without a shadow of a doubt. HMRC have introduced making tax digital in April 2019. And it's more important now than ever for businesses to consider accounting software. And making tax digital means that VAT registered businesses with a taxable turnover of 85,000 will need to use compatible software to submit their VAT returns. That's really quite important. If you're over £85,000, then you won't have a choice whether to go sole trader or indeed be VAT registered. You will have to be VAT registered. So, in answer to your question, do I need it? Yeah, you do need it. You do need the software to be able to surrender your tax returns. So, accounting and bookkeeping software. So, in the past, accounting software was quite complex, quite cumbersome, quite awkward, and was generally more suited for, I guess, large enterprises rather than small businesses. But now, of course, there's a huge range of accounting software that's been designed especially for small businesses, for startup businesses and self-employed. And you know what? Many of the products out there now are really quite inexpensive. And some of them, believe it or not, some of them are free, albeit I haven't found a really good platform that is free. But there is platforms out there that are, and they would help as far as bookkeeping is concerned, but they may not be able to. They may not be able to make a tax digital. So this type of software is designed to make it easy for you to manage your business finances. So in a nutshell, that's what it is. And it does help you with things like bookkeeping, invoicing, inventory, payroll. And the product you pick will usually include some reporting tools. Really, really handy. We use Xero, for instance, and it is fantastic as far as working out cash flow, working out your break-even point. It's superb to be able to produce a profit and loss. So we use that and use that on a regular basis. And with making tax digital now enforced for everybody, businesses do need to make an informed choice about accounting software that they use, and you know, keeping digital records and being able to send tax returns. And the number of providers available, I suppose it can make it hard to compare accounting software, which is why we're doing this course now. But you do need to choose a package that suits you. So I've taken a look at some of the best known options for your business, and the next couple of slides will talk you through it. Many of the paid subscriptions, they do offer a free trial. It's usually for about a month. I think when we took Xero out, we had a free trial for about a month. And that's when you first sign up. So you can try it out and see, if it really suits your needs. If you do decide, of course, please bear in mind that the price shown on the website doesn't include VAT, so there's another 20% to go on top of that. So we took a look at the next slides. I took a look at some of the platforms that's currently out there, and the first of which we've come across is a company called FreeAgent. The FreeAgent is it's targeted at freelancers and small businesses. So it focuses on daily admin tasks like, as I say, invoicing, time tracking, and expense management. Again, it's a cloud accounting software package. You can set invoice reminders and upload pictures of your receipts into this platform, which is really, really handy. And FreeAgent say that they're making tax digital ready and have been submitting digital VAT returns to HMRC since 2010. So that's FreeAgent. That's what the website looks like there. Quite a good platform. QuickBooks, which is probably one of the most popular one. So QuickBooks is developed by a company called Intuit, one of the very earliest providers of accounting software. And again, it is cloud-based. Freelancers can sign up for a basic self-assessment package, if you like, that helps you track your self-employed income. While smaller businesses can use it for things like VAT, payroll, and there's lots of reporting and monitoring tools on it as well. Subscription prices start at about £8 a month, I believe, for the self-assessment package, but prices are sometimes reduced for the first 6 months. This is a huge company, and they obviously want to increase the amount of customers that they currently have. It's also, as I'm sure you've seen on TV, it'll also upload your receipts and so forth. For small businesses and VAT registered companies who want to use the accounting and VAT features, the prices start about £12 a month. And again, they're packages that are ready for making tax digital. So really, really popular. Works really well on your phone as well. One of my colleagues has QuickBooks for their business, and they love the simplicity of it because, as I say, it works on the go and it works on their mobile phones, which is superb. The next one we have is Xero. So we here at HC Media we have Xero. Xero is another big player. Again, cloud accounting software. And Xero can help with invoicing. So we found Xero really, really useful. Their invoicing section is really quite straightforward. Yes, it can do payroll. Yes, it does expense claims, etc., etc. As well as that, it can also import your banking, your credit card, and PayPal data. And there's an app that works on both on your iPhone and Android. Really good program. Well, good for us in the fact that I like how it sets up the invoice, and I also like the fact that it will do expense claims and payroll for us. So, as I say, you can import your banking, your credit cards, and all PayPal data. The prices start about £10 a month, but it's sometimes reduced again for the first couple of months. And I think we had 1 month free when we took this out. And the package sort of gives you the ability to submit VAT to HMRC, obviously, for making tax digital. That's Xero. As I say, another very big player in this market. Zoho Books, again, not as popular, but you can integrate Zoho Books with lots of apps from Zoho's own suite, as well as third-party apps. Again, it can help you issue invoices, sort expenses, and track inventory. Zoho Books is part of an overall suite of cloud-based software, and other apps include Zoho Invoicing, Zoho Expenses, although there isn't a payroll feature on this particular one yet, but by all accounts, it is scheduled to happen. Zoho Books can also connect to your bank account for real-time updates on cash flow. The prices are slightly cheaper with Zoho. It starts at £6 a month, and again, Zoho Books making tax digital compatible, but not as well known, as we say. And finally, the one that we looked at is FreshBooks. So the benefits of, again, cloud-based operation. FreshBooks include a user-friendly interface and lack of jargon, and it really does. It doesn't use any jargon in there whatsoever. And it's designed for freelancers and small businesses with basic accounting needs. So it focuses on things like invoicing, expense tracking, and it integrates with apps like PayPal and Zendesk and so forth. FreshBooks starts about £11 a month for its light package. FreshBooks says that its packages have everything you need to stay compliant with making tax digital. So check if it suits your needs first. But as I say, jargon free and quite easy to use. And finally, of course, oh gosh, yes, how could I forget Sage Business Cloud Accounting? So Sage is a huge enterprise software provider, but Sage Business Cloud Accounting is its cloud accounting software offering for small businesses. So generally speaking, Sage, as I say, a huge enterprise, but this one will actually work for smaller businesses. It can help you with everything you'd expect, like invoicing, cash flow, payroll. Yes, it connects to your bank account and so forth. Pricing for Sage Business, it can start at £12 a month, but sometimes this is reduced again for the first few months. And again, Sage says that it's ready for making tax digital. So that's just 5 of the platforms that we found readily available, and that should suit all of your needs, or certainly one of those should suit your needs. So just in summary, making tax digital for VAT means that you need to keep digital records and use compatible making tax digital software that lets you submit your VAT returns. The VAT returns done on a quarterly basis. HMRC has a tool on the website that you can use to find compatible software, but be sure to research this yourself before making your choice. It's really important. There are, as you can see, there were several of them out there for us. And we only looked at the best 5, but just make sure that it covers everything that you particularly want to cover off. As you say, eventually HMRC expect to introduce making tax digital for all VAT registered businesses, which has happened now, of course, but as well as for income tax and corporation tax. So in one respect, it's really, really quite handy because you haven't got the laborious amount of paperwork that we had previously, and making tax digital makes it so much simpler, I must admit. But just make sure that the platform you choose actually does what you want it to do. And as I say just there on the last slide, so be sure to research all your options before choosing the app for your business. And if you do need it, just get some professional advice, or indeed get in contact with us here at HC Media. I would be delighted to talk to you about the subject, or indeed anything else that you had some concerns about. And all you need to do is just email me at team@hcmediagroup.co.uk. That's team@hcmediagroup.co.uk. I hope you enjoyed this part of the course. I've been Joe Hamilton. Thank you for listening.